Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm back for Margarete Miller Monday, Collage Monday, with week 36. If you do not know by now what Margarete Miller Collage Challenge is, it is a 52-week collage challenge where she gives you usually 5 prompts with then a 6th prompt that is like a bonus prompt that you can replace one of the other prompts with, and you do a collage based around those prompts. Or she does a themed prompt such as this week's one. I will leave all the links down below to Margarete Miller's YouTube and to her Etsy store, which is where I purchased her prompts from if you're looking for them. I purchased the digital version because it works best for me. And you just print them off and then you've got the prompts. And if you haven't seen, I've also been doing it every week and have a video up of all the weeks that I've done and of this journal that I made to for this collage challenge. So let's get started. It's week 36 and we have one of the generalized themes, and it is which animals and insects make distinctly identifiable sounds. Collage with these images. I also have to say just off the bat, my hands have blue on them. I am dyeing papers at the moment. I've washed and washed and washed, and it is what it is. We're crafters. We get messy hands. It's what happens. So I started looking. So I pulled out this first, which is this Young Explorers Wild World of Nature, which is really old, 1957, and I use this quite a lot. It's just full of like animals and things, and I use this quite a lot. I like working with it, and as I started pulling bits out, I decided I'd want to go for more of a black and white theme. Now, as you can see, the page here is pink, so I didn't know if I want a pink background or whether I wanted to put a different background. So basically I've cut out all these black and white animal images from this Young Explorers Nature book, which I just picked up secondhand in a charity shop, and I cut out lots of black and white images, but I think there's still going to be space on the page, and obviously we've got this pink background, and I don't know if I want to leave the pink, or I have this vintage Animals of the British Isles book, which I also enjoy using, and I'm trying to see if there is a date in here. 1955, this one, so they're both in the 50s, and this has got like images in it, black and white images as well as coloured, as well as lots of like information. And I was thinking, as this is animal book pages, this would be a great thing to put in the background. I'm just taking bits of pages, just taking them. I'm not being too particular about what ones I take. I just want to cover this pink with some, it even has these fun skeletons of the creatures, which are great for like gothic ebooks. So I just want to take some of these pages so that I can put it on this pink. So let's move this. So what I also want to show you with this one is don't be afraid to use your vintage pieces. Just do it. Just don't be afraid. I think many of us, and I certainly was like this to begin with. There it is. We'd buy something vintage and think, oh, I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it. But these books were already kind of not in great condition when I got them. And I brought them to use in my journals anyway. And they're not doing any good sitting in a cupboard, guys. Which, I don't know about you, but I have a bad habit of hoarding certain craft supplies. So I want to show you, don't be afraid to use your vintage, even in a collage. I mean, have fun with it. That's what crafting's all about. So I'm just going to stick these down as a background. So I hope you guys are okay. I have been super busy the last few days because we are decorating or redecorating my son's room. And this is an old house. It's at least 100 years old now. And that means that when it was originally built, it didn't have things like electricity. We had fireplaces in quite a lot of the rooms. And it also means it didn't have like I think it didn't have a proper bathroom. I think our bathroom, the way they built it, is where the pantry used to be, the cold storeroom. Anyway, and they've been through the wars, the street where my house is, and some of the houses got bomb damage, and a lot of the houses also have the original, not mine must have been removed by, you know, someone since, but a lot of the houses have original Anderson bomb shelters in them. Like there's a lady down the road who she moved here when she married her husband in, oh gosh, I don't even know if she was 20 when she married him. And they moved into their house and she's lived there ever since. And she still has the bomb shelter in her garden, which I just think's like, put it that way. I just think that's amazing. I really do. I just think it's absolutely amazing. So the problem with that though is that these houses aren't the big posh Victorian houses, which, you know, are very nice. They were built for the workers of this local area because we had a lot of quarries and things, and they were built for the workers. And what that means is that the way they're built may not be the best, you know, the walls and things can be a bit of an issue. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is because they're quite old as well, it's had a lot of work done to it over the years and years and years of all the different people who've lived here, which basically means that the electrics have had to be done several times, but it's really hard to like take out the old electrics because of the way they were done and things like that. There's been lots had to be done to it over the years to modernize it and modernize it and modernize it to the point that it is now. And that also means that none of the walls are straight. I honestly don't think I have one completely straight wall in this house. It means it has the old original like picture rails in some of the rooms, not all the rooms. I suppose again it depended on the people who previously lived here. And none of those are the same size. They seem like my son's room has 3 different sizes of picture rails, skirting boards, lots of it's original. The walls are a nightmare even to put, like, trying to hang pictures and things because of the type of wall it is. So yes, I want that on the background just to take up any space. And so it's all about placing these things. Like we've got lions. Lions definitely make a distinctive sound. Apparently you can hear a lion's roar for miles. I do love the big cats. Lions aren't my favourite. My favourite big cat, well, I suppose it's considered one of the smaller cats, but it's the cheetah. That's my favourite. So I want that there. But I wanted, like, maybe, I've got this beautiful big image of this collie dog with her pups. I kind of wanted her behind. Looks like Lassie. I don't really want to cut her paw off. So maybe we'll only have one of her pups. So let me see. Let me see. So yeah, as I was saying, just the walls are a bit of a nightmare anyway. So my son decided that this time round, sorry for your bump, your little tail go snip snip, that he wanted wallpaper. and wallpapering walls that are not flat and have a gazillion things to cut around, cut round, fit under. Oh my gosh, there's just not one wall that doesn't need something done. Now, I don't mind wallpapering. I have wallpapered many times. But see, I think that looks really cute. And then we've got this, I believe it's a parrot, an African parrot maybe, and they are definitely distinctive, as are dogs. I thought that could go there like that. So what I might do is I might kind of roughly stick the collie down, because then I might still be putting stuff behind her. So yeah, it is taking a lot longer than I would like to wallpaper his room, and obviously repaint anything that needs painting and all that kind of stuff. And unfortunately the wallpaper he picked, or one of them, he's actually got 2 wallpapers. One of the wallpapers he picked just does not seem to like our walls at all. And the first night we put it up, it all unrolled. When we went in the next morning, we'd done like one wall and it had come off the wall and we couldn't work out what it was. So we've changed what we're putting them up with, like the paste and stuff. And that seems to have done the trick, but it just didn't seem to like our walls. Oh, I tell you, there is always, with this house, there is always an adventure when we are trying to decorate, hang a picture, fit furniture. But you know, that's what gives it its history, I suppose. See, I just like that. I'm trying to put them all on so they're kind of collaged over and under each other, and I really want this to have a vintage feel. So hopefully it will do. So finished. Right, let's put the lovely lion and lioness on there. So that's what I've been doing. I've been wallpapering and then trying to craft in the evenings when possible, because I'm still working on a commission journal, as well as the new design team one. So, oh, loving the new design team kit as usual. If you don't know, I am on, I'm getting all the ink on my hands from the black and white images. I'm on Release the Craftings design team. So I usually have one of their journals. And I've got this cute little cat. I could not do one without having a cat, because obviously I adore cats. Seems a bit weird having a cat when there's a dog there. I'm going to kind of do it at an angle so you can see the kitties. Is that going to work? Kitties. I suppose it doesn't matter. Like, I could have her here with her kitten and the puppy. It looks like they're looking at each other. Oh my gosh, that's kind of adorable. Kind of want like that, because it looks like they're looking at each other and they're friends. Oh my gosh. That's cute. Okay, let's see what else I've got. So I've got this fox that I actually want to use in another collage, so I'm glad I got to use him here. Oh, foxes, they just make so much noise. And this cute elephant. Foxes just make ridiculous noise. I really want this cat on here. Like, I'm just playing around now. I'm just placing things. That's why I went quiet. Just placing things to see where things could go. I want her and her kitten to show. Right, let's lift this a little bit. Come on, pup. Oh no, I rip you a little bit. I rip you, I'm sorry. Right, let's just stick the kitty cats down. But yeah. So I couldn't do this collage without having to put a cat. I've been busy doing all that and then trying to get this wallpaper finished. Come on, Mama Kitty. Although obviously you shouldn't let your cats or dogs have kitties or puppies. There's enough in the world that needs saving. Unless obviously they're pedigree, that's different. But yeah. So normally get my kitties neutered as soon as they are able. So we don't have kittens in this house because, as I said, there's in lots. Well, unless we go and rescue one. I'm just saying, you know, my cats don't have kitties. So that's looking good. Right, we still got the fox. I was thinking maybe down here where the parrot is. I really want this elephant somewhere, but it's going to cover up the kittens. I don't want its trunk disappeared. I suppose it could go over the lions, couldn't it? That actually looks quite nice. So let's do that. And then I've got lots of little ones. So yeah, I had so much fun. And it was just finding the images. There were lots of other beautiful images in there in that nature book that were coloured. But I loved that dog one. That was the first one I kind of went, yes, I definitely want that one on there. Look at my hands. Going to have to wash them again. I definitely want that one on there. And then I found the lion and the kitten, and they were so big and they were in such black and white. I just thought, no, I just want to keep it black and white now. So we now have these. We've got a horse. We've got a couple of mice. We've got a seagull. They are very distinctive. We have a lot in our area. And we have Canadian geese, which are also very, very distinctive. I definitely want a seagull on here because they just make so much noise, those things really do. I'm covering one of the kittens up, but I mean, we could have the geese up there. No, I like the seagull up there. I'm sorry, kitty. But do it like that. Then you can be poking out from behind the seagull, unless I want the seagull here. That kind of goes just above the parrot, doesn't it? And we've got the little horsey. Could go there. Horsey. I didn't even say that to my children. Horse. A mouse too. Looking at the elephant. That would be funny because of the old myth, obviously, that elephants are scared of mice. I mean, where did that myth come from? Does anyone know? Let me know down in the comments if you know where the crazy myth idea that elephants are scared of mice came from. Oh, little seagull there. And then, yeah, like I said, I think I want the little mouse down here. Looking up. Oh, there's that little one. Looks a bit better there looking away, doesn't it? So let's do that one. So yeah, I found the larger pictures and then decided let's just do everything in vintage and in like black and white because I really, really liked the idea. We can have a goose, Canadian goose, and another one there, which you would only really be able to see if you looked very, very carefully. I don't know if I want the mouse near the cat. I suppose it could look like it's riding on the cat. The horse, the horse, the horse, of course, of course. Then the horse could go down there maybe. Almost want it to be like you have to look carefully at whatever is on the page. But there, I kind of don't want tons of stuff there. Kind of like some of the writing. Let's just put the mouse there and then let's see the final bits. Right, little mouse. A little mouse climbing up the back of the cat while she's distracted with her baby, with her kitten. Because in my world, they're all getting on. That's what's happening. It's like Dr. Doolittle's house with everything getting on. I want a Canadian goose. I feel like I do want a Canadian goose. Do I want that one there? Over the puppy and the kitty. And then this one could go up there like that. Maybe. Don't know. I feel like I want a title there. The horse down here. Let's just put the horse down there. Let's just stop messing about and put them down. Oh no! I glued off the horse's tail. where's your tail gone? Right, which way did it go? Like, I think it went this way, went up. Okay, well, your horse without a tail. That's all right. Maybe the tail's hidden around the other side and we just can't see it. How about that? We didn't get to put like a cute fox on. I don't really like it. I think he came from a different book, so he hasn't got the same kind of paper and ink, and I think that's what's bothering me about the fox. Even though it's super cute and I want to use it, so I'm definitely going to use it in one of these collages. It's staying in my collage box till I sort it out. Let's put the Canadian goose there. Oh. Yeah, it's a bit like Find the Animal puzzle. That's kind of what it's like. And then we could have another one down there maybe. And then, like I said, that's plain up there. We can have the bird up there maybe. What do we like? Do you know what? I like it down there. I don't mind that we see some of the text up there because it says animal life. So I don't mind that. Oh no, now I've ripped the Canadian goose's neck off. I am not doing well, guys. I mean, I'm not doing well with these poor animals. Ripped the horse's tail off and now ripped the Canadian goose's neck off. That's all right. We can surgically fix this. It's okay. It's got a slightly smaller neck, and because my hands are so sticky with the glue, that's all right. There we go. So, and I think that's it, guys. I think I'm going to leave the bits here that you can see because it says animal life up there, and I quite like it that it's fuller down here and then bits up there. I don't know, I might see if I can find something for up there. I don't think I've got anything that I could just cut out that makes a noise. I did have more kitty cats, but we've already got a lot of kitty cats. So I don't think that would work. I don't like, we've got more birds. But we've already got quite a few birds on here too. I think I'm going to leave it at that, guys. If I find anything else, I will add it. But here we go. Hope you can see that my hands are an absolute mess now. But that is week 36. Which animals and insects make distinctly identifiable sounds? Collage with images. And there we go. I've done a lovely collage there. Vintage, using all vintage as well. I might write down here the week 36. And I do that because I don't use, I know some people add their prompts to their collages, which is lovely. I decided not to do that this year. I keep all my prompts in the front cover in my front pocket here. And then I just know what it is so I can look at it. So that is week 36, guys. Back to normal prompts next week. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know down below, because I always love reading your comments. Let me know down below, when you think of an animal with a distinctive sound, what's the first animal that comes to your brain? Literally the first one that came to mind was fox, and it's not even on there. And that's because I hear the foxes every night almost. I can tell what season it is by when we hear the foxes and the noises they're making. So yeah, that was the first one that came to mind, even though I live with cats and I've lived with lots of different animals and I've lived with dogs and things. So anyway, hope you like this. Again, don't be scared to use your vintage pieces, guys. Just play with them. If they're all tatty anyway and you've brought them to craft with, but you can't, you just find yourself thinking, oh, I just can't, just do it. Just have fun with it, because putting them in my book, I'm going to look at this more and remember this more than if I just kept this annual in a cupboard and never got it out. So there we go, guys. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up, please, because that's always helpful. And if you haven't subscribed, because I've noticed, I've been looking at the statistics, and a lot of you who watch aren't subscribed. So if you do enjoy what I'm doing, then hit that subscribe button and come along and join, and hit that bell for when I'm uploading anything new. Until then, guys, wherever you are in the world, thank you for watching, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you're safe, and I hope you're all having some lovely crafty fun. Bye for now, guys.